Hello folks, and welcome once again to my YouTube channel, EPD Media YouTube channel. In this episode of Making Your First Million with Dr. Addo, we are going to be talking about his interaction with a group of senior high school teachers. Now, one will wonder why senior high school teachers? This is because Dr. Addo believes the massive unemployment situation among the youth in Ghana and Africa and virtually over the world is because teachers are not doing something right. Really? Teachers? But he does have a point. What's that point? Watch to the end of this video and you understand exactly what he means by teachers being the answer, or at least the greatest answer to the unemployment problem that is swallowing up the whole of Africa and indeed the world. We are going to deal with two interactions that he had with different sets of people. The first one is with the teachers. In the next video, I'll show you another interesting interaction with another set or group of people. But before we watch this interesting interaction with the teachers, I just want to remind you, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, boy, you are missing out on a lot. Subscription is free. You won't be charged anything for subscribing. What it does, however, is that it enables us to inform you whenever we upload any new video. So to subscribe, just click on the red subscription button below at the corner there, and then you click on the post notification bell, and that's it. Also, don't forget to comment, give this video a thumbs up, and then share. This will enable other people to get to know the kind of information that we're churning out for free on this channel. So now, let's go listen to Dr. Agyekum Addo, the successful Ghanaian entrepreneur, author, and traditional ruler who is also a staunch advocate for technical and vocational skills acquisition and education.
Use your right hand side of your brain. It is the only thing that identifies opportunities.
The idea is how to be successful.
Entrepreneurship is self-made, self-employed, self-business. So do it yourself.
Let us discuss money.
We are entering a new era. Tell me any subject area and I'll tell you the business associated with it.
Nana Dr. Agyekum Addo is one of Ghana's prominent, very experienced and very successful entrepreneurs with many businesses under his care. He is the owner and founder of Kama Industries Limited, a well-known Ghanaian pharmaceutical company which has now been acquired by the internationally acclaimed pharmaceutical brand Aspen. But being the serial entrepreneur that he is, he has founded and is now the CEO of Mikado Holdings Limited, which comprises a whole lot of other companies, including another pharmaceutical company, Mikado Pharmacy. Nana Dr. Agyekum Addo is also a traditional ruler. Due to his vast experience and success as an entrepreneur, he was installed by the overlord of the New Dwabin traditional area, that is Dasibre Professor Emeritus Otibuatin II, as the development chief of the traditional area. Nana Dr. Agyekum Addo is also an author. Based on his personal experiences, having overcome numerous difficult circumstances which he turned into victory stories, he has come up with 7 principles which has worked and continue to work for him and which he wants to share with everybody, especially the unemployed youth and graduates in particular. This is because he thinks there are a lot of opportunities around us which can be turned into successful money-making businesses, but which we are unable to exploit because we are trained to use the wrong side of our brain in our thinking processes, and also because we fail to abide by some simple but effective principles which has worked and continue to work for him. So he has put these principles together in his books, The 7 Principles of Success and Wealth Creation, which is a bestseller, and The Fundamentals of Entrepreneurship, books 1 and 2, both of which have been approved by the Ghana Education Service GES and the National Council for Curriculum Assessment of Ghana, NACA. And these are the principles he will be sharing with all of you out there in the coming weeks.
Today's topic is linking courses of learning to entrepreneurship. That's what we are going to discuss. And you have various courses that you are teaching. And we are going to learn how you can make it entrepreneurial. A lot of people believe that this graduate unemployment syndrome is coming out of these graduates who are lazy. Having sat down to analyze the situation, I saw three factors: the parents, the students, and then the teachers. And I have come to realize, as a teacher and as a businessman, that the graduate unemployment is at the doorsteps of the teacher. If you don't create something new, everything becomes routine in this world. So as teachers, if you don't take care, it will be so routine that your notes will be the same, and the student might not need to come to your class because the previous year you used the same notes. You've used the same notes the past 5 years. When one sheet is missing, you stop the whole day, you can't continue to teach. Oh! Teachers. So these are kind of things that we are doing which is creating unemployment. And with that, we are having poverty. We are entering a new era. There's a new century that we have entered. And I'm drawing your attention that things are changing. And like a prophecy, the next 10 years, things will change so much that if you do not change yourself, you'll be left behind. The only way that we can solve this unemployment problem and this poverty, which is catching on us, even though we are in the middle income group, they say we are in middle income means that your pocket should also be middle full. But is it full? It's almost empty. Some of you have even torn pockets. There are holes in the pockets. The solution is to use your right hand side of your brain. For 21st century, we are going to use the right hand side of the brain. It is the only thing that identifies opportunities, and for that matter, you seize the opportunity. My dear friend, as you sit now, your brain is divided into two: the left hand side and the right hand side. I'm informing you, if you didn't know, that they work differently, and there are few people that combine the two. And if you are not aware, then I'm drawing your attention that the left hand side of the brain is for language. As I speak to you, it is the left side of the brain which is appreciating and logically analyzing what I'm saying, whether it makes sense or not. So argument and mathematics, we are all very good at that as Ghanaians. We are being trained, and our left hand side of the brain is sharpened because we are always admiring academic work. And academic work is logic, analysis. You do your exams and then you pass. That's what we are good at. The right hand side of the brain handles color, rhythm, music, imagination, creativity. That's where it controls our talents. And 21st century, entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is to be able to identify, to imagine. I don't know whether Mr. Japan of Zoom Lion even saw the magnitude of his company that was going to be within the next 10 years. But look at it. These days, the whole world is paying dearly for those using their right hand side of their brain. The left, which is academic, that is medicine, pharmacy, engineering, teaching, everything. We calculate your output and we pay you accordingly by the logic. Those using their right hand side of the brain, there's no logic. There's no logic in their means of getting money. Gabriel Selassie is an athlete. He only runs. Now he makes so much money because he's running, using his talent of the legs and the heart. The Williams sisters, lawn tennis, the quite recent competition they had at London, $5 million when she won. Drogba, this soccer guy from Cote d'Ivoire, he alone is putting up 10 regional hospitals in Cote d'Ivoire. One man, he can afford it. Our boys, Essien and Muntari and the rest, £70,000 per week. All of you put together, they can pay you. One of them can pay you for the next 1 to 2 years. 1.4 billion cedis per week. Because they are using their talent. If you can only develop the right imaginative, cognitive side of your brain from now, and it's not too late. And that's how you should also use to train your students. So what I'm saying is that because we've been teaching with the left logical brain, we leave certain things behind for the students. So we feed them with the theory, they pass, they get a certificate, and then they are unable to employ themselves. And that is the problem. So I describe them as baby graduates. That's the people we are churning out into the world. And I tell you, if you employ them seriously, they have nothing to offer you. If you are teaching home economics and they are unemployed, there's something wrong with you. If you are teaching geography and they come out unemployed, then there's something wrong with your teaching. Seriously, how can you teach geography and talk about rock formation and weathering, and we have different sizes of rocks, and we know that we use different sizes of these rocks in road construction, in building construction, different types for the foundation, different for the plastering, the same for road construction. You as a teacher, you've even never been to a quarry site, so you don't know even how rocks are being broken down into pieces. You only see it in books and talk about it. Have you been there yourself? You better go. Am I making some sense? Go to a quarry site and see the sizes, the millimeters that they sell. Take the students there. In the course of it, these students will learn that, oh, there's a machine that crashes, and they are only ordinary rollers. Sometimes they use dynamite in the night to blast these rocks. It's one line of business. Somebody who can come out from the university and deal only in dynamites. Then the other one will take the machines, the rollers that crush these stones. Another person will realize that it is trucks that carry these stones from the quarry site to the site for the construction. So that medium is also business. He will go into transport business only for trucks to carry these kinds of stones to the site. That is business. There's so much that you can do. I cannot imagine a music master who cannot even put his music in CD. Or he has never been to a studio before. So he doesn't even know the acoustics of the studio. And you teach music. And for the past 5 years, you've been churning out students. You teach English. If you've never been to these TV television studios, you've never been there. You only see them in music. Be there. Go there and see. Encourage the students to go there. Let them believe that they can also be reading news because it's English. These presenters on the FM stations, it's English. Take them there. Or you can even invite some of them because they will come and interact with the students, and it will even ginger them. It will open the right imaginative brain. Dear teachers, tell me any subject area and I'll tell you the business associated with it. What are you teaching? Tell me and I'll tell you. I came here for home economics and agri students that they should never cry for unemployment. If you teach them how to plant pineapples, mangoes, oranges, and cannot teach them how to turn these things into secondary forms, so simple, you don't teach them, and they come out really worried. Factors of success that you need to understand and take it up is on the screen: attitude, skills, and knowledge. We've been supplying the knowledge, and this is Harvard School of Business Research, and the knowledge that we've been giving is only 15%. That's why they are failing in life. That is why they are failing in life. They don't even have the skills of whatever they've studied, let alone attitude. Attitude is 60%. Attitude, 60%. Skills, 25%. Knowledge, let the person get A, and he goes to medical school. He thinks he has done well. It's 15/15. If the skills and then the attitude are poor, he will be a failure in the medical industry. Attitude. So, my dear friends, go an extra mile in presenting your topic to whatever kind of business, which means you yourself has to be entrepreneurial, and that's 21st century. Before you be successful, you have to be a reliable person. Our pastors preach honesty to us, but I want to add reliability, which is in my book. That when time, as Ghanaians, as teachers, we don't go by time. When it rains, nothing works in Ghana. Why should it be? Go to Europe and America, and when it's snowing, they are still serious, they are going to work. Please, when you borrow somebody's pen, don't deliberately forget, give it back. When you pay and take my goods on credit, please pay back. That's the way we are. And we kind of give excuses for not doing whatever. Please, hard work is another area. When you go to work in your class and then you finish, the bell rings, you think you've done so well. To me, that's normal work. My definition of hard work is how do you prepare your subject, your topic, before you enter the classroom? How do you prepare? And for that matter, after you have taught, how do you follow up? What is the kind of evaluation do you do? If you are able to do that, then you are a hard-working teacher. What do you do before your lessons and what you do after the lessons? I'm challenging you this morning that there's more to what you people are teaching. There's more to it. And maybe you can ask me that the syllabus doesn't call for it. Yes, it doesn't call for it, but you create it. Add it on. Let me give you my personal experience. Because I love teaching and I want my students to also do well, I've been given entrepreneurship as a subject to teach in one of the universities. Great university, level 100. So I started teaching. I said entrepreneurship is self-made, self-employed, self-business. So do it yourself. Now you are in level 100. I want to see you doing something yourself before I can give you marks. In no time, the whole university started turning into business. Those doing plantain chips, I say you are doing well. The teacher or lecturer, see, I'm selling apples. I say you are doing well. How did you get this? So I went to Makola. There are people bringing apples from South Africa on wholesale basis. So I'm also retailing at school. I knock door to door and they are buying. I say you've done well. Oh, you, what are you doing? So I'm teaching some students around our campus here. I say you are doing well. Go on. By level 200, some of them have set up kiosks around the university, frying kelewele, selling canker. By the third year, I was sacked. True story, I'm telling you. Why? The whole business has turned into business. You say about a business. I said, I'm teaching. And my subject is so interesting that they are practicing. I said, no. Entrepreneurship will take to final year. I'm doing a lot of research on how are things done. Why are we poor as a people? That's why I brought the book home. This book will stand the test of time. And I'm happy the Ghana Education Service has now approved it as a supplementary reading book for every child in this country. And most of these ideas are in the book. 30 years of research. Why are we poor and others rich? And if you follow these principles, your life will never be the same. I guarantee you. So, please free the mind. Self-development. You yourself as a teacher, learn from other people. In fact, if you hear that people are passing very well from economics, from Nungwa Secondary School, find out from the teacher, how is he teaching that these students are passing so well? Don't feel too proud for asking for his notes. If anything at all, call him to meet your subject team, about 3 of you or 4 of you, and let that teacher from Nungwa or Presec come and tell you how it's been done. In Kumasi, I have a clinic, and my doctor, Dr. Latte, is for children. And almost every child in Kumasi wants Dr. Latte to look after him. So I was trying to find out, what is the skill, what is the trick of this Dr. Latte? We have over 10 pediatricians in Kumasi, but every child, every mother wants Dr. Latte. And the secret was that he has put toffee on his table, and every child gets toffee. And so in their mouth that is so sweet, when they get the malaria, Dr. Latte, and the mother will be forced to take the child to Dr. Latte. That is the skill. All the other doctors don't know. Little things makes things change. What are you doing to adapt to your teaching skills? You've been to teacher training, but these days we are in 21st century. Things are changing. Bring the music to class and dance with them before you start your subject. Discuss with them any politics, but don't be political. Be apolitical, and discuss with them, and you show that they will participate. Teaching materials, please, if you don't have them from imported ones, try to innovate yourself. Improvise. Take them on excursions. If you want us to have good quality staff, human beings, excursions open the right-hand side of the brain. Excursions. So we should put it on the curriculum, excursions. Then puzzles, quizzes, international issues. Please, all these are good skills that you need to acquire. Motivate the students. Don't come to class, you yourself a worried man, and then you start to say, oh, as for physics, it's very difficult. In fact, if you're a teacher and you say your subject is difficult, you must be sacked there and then. No subject is difficult. No subject. Mathematics is so interesting that you have to make it very interesting and everybody will pass. Motivate the student. Ask their opinion when you are teaching. Accept your mistakes. Be a good listener. Don't shout at them. Please, watch your language and welcome every student. Don't be jealous of them. The father has brought the child home and you see that he's coming with BMW. And into that and so then as no be as no dabonekra and as no you cry. Solve problems with them. Don't act out of anger. If any child is making you angry, please just walk out. Because your words are so powerful that child will forever remember. Humor, add stories, jokes. In fact, as part of the characteristics of entrepreneurship, humor is part of it. It opens the right-hand side of the brain. If somebody cracks a joke and you don't laugh, it means your right brain is not working. Don't give excuses for not doing well, for not linking your subject area to business. From now, you must learn. Don't complain, no, please. Try to put discipline by way of helping the child. If he's going wayward, please call him and discipline him, not by caning or not by cursing, but advising. Try to understand them. Be patient and tolerate. Patience, understanding, tolerance. These are the characteristics of a good teacher. He focuses on the business. He's hardworking. They know what they do. They deliver. They have the right partners. Very, very important. They make teaching interesting. They go the extra mile. They have the attitude of patience, understanding, tolerance. Now, I've come to the end. Let us go back to how we started. The objective. Taking away ignorance, disease, and poverty. Have I addressed it? You would have uplifted the total development of the student if you do that. And the teacher, if today you have been challenged and you are going out there to also develop your right hand side of your brain to teach well, to me, you will be a professional teacher. We are entering a new century, 21st century, and it's coming out with a new revolution. It calls for new methods of doing things. Please do what? Please do what? Please do what? I'm done. Thank you.